Hello guys. Hi Sam. Hi Srishti. Hi Pinky. Hi Priyanka. Hello. Okay, so I have two donations from Ellison from the previous week, but if she's not on, then I'll get to the free readings first. Okay, so first up we have Srishti. Hi Jasmine. Hi Gerard. Hi Siba. Okay Siba. Do you wish the Leo happy birthday? Okay, so I have a donation from BT and yeah, hi Fatomata. Okay, thank you. I will get to the donations list right after this question. Thank you for your donation. Okay, Siba, thank you. Okay, I'll update the donations list right after this. Okay, so Srishti, on the bottom of the deck, right, we have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant shows that right now, right, even though he desires a relationship, he's trying to stay committed to the path he's on. He's trying to understand like what actually makes him fulfilled. He's not like trying to randomly jump into things like impulsively. He's really trying to take this time to understand himself, understand the connection, and understand what he wants out of this connection. And then you have the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Swords. So with the Ace of Swords over here, right, it seems like he has gained some clarity about like the connection, like what you mean to him or what the connection means to him. Or it's like right now he's trying to really just like get the facts out. He's trying to like understand what's going on. He's trying not to like make decisions when his head isn't that clear. Because with the Seven of Swords over here, he still has the tendency to like maybe run away from his emotions, not face the emotions he has for you, not face the situation, and not think about like what he should do about the connection. Yeah, so I think right now he's in this thought process, like trying to understand what he truly wants. And yeah, he's trying to run away from the connection for now until he has gained clarity about what he wants. Okay, Srishti, I hope that helps. Okay, let me update the donations list. Okay, yeah. So this one is the donations list. And yeah, love always I got a donation. Thank you. Okay, so we'll get to BT's question first. Okay, so you want to ask if it is a good idea to encourage her to learn a new language. Would she cope well with it and improve? Okay. Oh, okay. So BT, I think right, it's a good idea to ask her to learn the new language. It seems like it will benefit her. I think not only like during the course, maybe she'll understand better, but in future, like if she needs this skill, it will actually be quite helpful for her in the long run. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, right, you have the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles is talking about really building the long-term foundation of your future and feeling very secure in all aspects of your life. So finances and like basically what she's planning to do in the future. So yeah, the overall energy seems quite good if she decides to take up this as in to learn this new language. It seems like it will benefit her in the long run. Hi Pinky. And then you have the death clarified by the Nine of Swords. So the death always talks about like starting a new chapter, going through transformation, and things really changing for her. So with the Nine of Swords over here, right? I think like if initially she didn't learn this language, she may feel a little stuck sometimes. Like when she want to communicate with others, maybe the language, the languages she knows is like very limited, and then she'll feel a little anxious about like how to go about it, or maybe there's a good opportunity in front of her, but she's unable to take it because like maybe this is one of the criteria that is required. So with the death over here, I feel like it will be a good transformation for her if she decides to learn this language and take up this offer. And then you have the Four of Swords clarified by the Six of Wands. So with the Four of Swords over here, right, it's talking about really resting, like anxiety, resting worries. So you see just now you had the Nine of Swords, which is talking about anxiety, right? It seems like once she picks up this new language, once she learns it and like gets the hang of it, she will be like not worry anymore. She can put her thoughts to rest and like things will be more peaceful for her. Because clarifying it is the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is talking about victory, talking about success. So it's like yeah, Um, yeah, I think it's quite beneficial because it seems like you know how languages sometimes is quite like essential in some like job job roles. And then like maybe they'll say like your criteria is you need to know this language, and then she'll feel quite limited. Or even if it's not a criteria, when she's in the job it might be quite hard for her to actually communicate with others, and she might have to ask like her colleagues for help and things like that. So yeah, it seems like it's a win in her favor if she learns this new language, and she'll no longer be too worried about stuff. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune clarified by the King of Wands. So the Wheel of Fortune talks about things like turning in her favor. She'll start to see more positive opportunities. She'll start to see like things being easier for her. And like basically things will be more smooth sailing for her. Because with the King of Wands here, the King of Wands is talking about like having the confidence to pursue like what you desire, to make things happen. So she'll no longer feel limited. She'll no longer feel like, okay, I can't do this because I don't know this. Like it's overall really very beneficial for her. Let's see what is her guidance with regards to mastering this new language. And I don't think like I'm not saying that she has difficulty like learning it. Maybe initially it'll be a little hard, but it seems like she'll actually pick it up quite quickly. Okay, yeah. So you were talking about learning a new language, right? So on the bottom of the deck, right, for her guidance, we actually have speak up. So use your voice to express yourself. Yeah, so it's like I feel like when she learns this new language, it will actually help her like voice out her opinions. Maybe initially like when she was working and stuff like that, it's like she always feel very like she finds it hard to communicate with the people around her. Maybe they tend to like talk in another language, or like basically there's some sort of language barrier despite like the basic language being the same. So yeah, I feel like it will actually help her like really form her own opinions, really be able to like speak up for herself moving forward. And this will actually benefit her in any of the jobs that she starts to take up or she starts to venture into. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So that's why maybe we had the nine of swords, which is talking about anxiety, because like maybe it's unfamiliar for her, like she's not really like tech savvy, and like it's just like a stepping stone for her. But it feels like once she overcome it, things will be more smooth sailing for her. And yeah, maybe speak up is also asking her to like voice out when she has difficulties. So like you mentioned, she had a bit of trouble with the laptop, right? So maybe she has to speak up to like ask for help, because you'll be able to help her. Yeah, so maybe you can let her know that okay, you're there for her if she needs help, and then she can ask you. And then you also have set intentions, plant the seeds and watch them grow. So yeah, it seems like if she really set the intentions that okay, I want to master this language, I'm not going to give up halfway, and she'll be able to overcome the obstacles. So yeah, this is really like a good opportunity for her to start like planting the seeds, like really setting the intentions about what she wants in the future, how she want her long term like job plans to be like, and how this language will actually benefit her. Yeah, so it seems quite good. Yeah, just let her know that you'll be there to help her if she needs help. Like don't make her feel that okay she's like troubling you or things like that. So I think like once you let her know that okay you'll be there for her, you can help her, and she's more comfortable with like voicing it out, then it should be okay for her. But yeah, I think it's quite good with the Ten of Pentacles. It seems like it will really benefit her in the long run. It's not like she's just learning for fun or things like that. Yeah, so you cannot be stressed too. Because if she's stressed and then you're stressed, then both of you will be stressed together. Okay, so I hope that helps. So just encourage her. I think like every time you learn something new, it's really not easy. Like no matter whether it's a language or it's a new skill, but eventually once you get the hang of it, it's like you'll be like, oh, why didn't I study earlier? Okay, so I'll get to your second question now. Hi Christine. Christine, I'm currently on donations. I might be able to cover a few free questions after the donations. Hi Silent. Silent, I'm currently on the donations. Free reading should be after the donations. If I have time to cover them. Okay, so BT on the bottom of the deck, right? You have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune shows that right now, right, when dealing with a connection, he's just like going with the flow. He's not trying to control what's gonna happen. He's not really setting expectations on what he wants with you. Yeah, so right now he's just like going with the flow, seeing what's gonna happen, just like letting things happen naturally, not trying to intentionally like force things to happen. So feelings wise, right, we have the Four of Wands reversed, clarified by the King of Pentacles. So with the Four of Wands reverse over here, right, I feel like maybe he feels like in the connection, there is a lack of a stable foundation. Like maybe both of you don't really understand each other, or it's like you're like, if there was anything between the two of you previously, you're like rush through things too quickly. So right now it's like he doesn't know how to like get things started again because there's this lack of a stable foundation. And with the King of Pentacles over here, he may feel like right now he's not really like stable or abundant. Like maybe he's having problems with his career or his finances. He's worried that he's not able to provide for the relationship if like he ever like chooses to invest in it. So right now maybe his focus is more on his career instead of like thinking about love. And then you have the Four of Cups clarified by Temperance. So with Temperance over here, right, like I said just now with the Wheel of Fortune, he's really just going with the flow, being very patient with like what's gonna happen, and like really not setting expectations on what's gonna happen next. But with the Four of Cups over here, he's a little discontented and dissatisfied with like what's going on right now. He wants more, but he's not really taking the initial step to actually put those thoughts into action. Yeah, so feelings wise, he might be thinking about the connection and thinking about like how both of you don't really understand each other, and he doesn't feel like stable enough to actually provide for the relationship. So even though he wants more, he's trying to take a more patient and a more like um understanding approach before he actually jump into things with you. So intentions, right? We have the Seven of Pentacles clarified by the Eight of Cups. So with the Seven of Pentacles over here, right now what he intends to do is just to wait it out, see what's gonna happen. Like not really making any move yet, just waiting to see what's gonna unfold between the two of you. Because with the Eight of Cups over here, right? I think his mindset right now is really to like really really like he wants to leave situations that doesn't really fulfill him anymore. So he's trying to understand if like he really wants this connection, whether it's really going anywhere, or maybe it's time to leave it behind and try to move forward. Hi Stardust, yep, it's open. And then you have the Five of Wands clarified by the Three of Cups. So with the Five of Wands over here, right, he's really feeling quite conflicted right now. I think like because he has like some like positive feelings towards you, but he feels like maybe things like if it starts up it's not going to end well, or it's like not the right time. So right now it's like he's a little conflicted about like what he actually wants with you. Because with the Three of Cups here, the Three of Cups is talking about like celebration, talking about like having a good time together. He might be a little conflicted about whether both of you can actually be happy together if he comes forward. Maybe because of some past conflict, or maybe because of something that happened between the two of you previously. So right now he's like a little conflicted about whether he should come forward because he's afraid about not reaching this point, not reaching what he actually hopes with you. Okay, Stardust, no problem. Thank you. Yeah, so like I feel like it's not really because of you or because of the connection. It might be him not feeling secure with himself. So you know how like when they don't feel like secure, they feel a little insecure about their stability in life. They may be projecting it onto any connections that they have in life. So it's like yeah, they don't feel confident, and then like they'll be like, okay, this relationship will work out because I'm not good enough, you know, that kind of thing. So right now he's really just waiting it out, seeing what's gonna happen, but he's having a lot of conflict with regards to how to move forward or what to do moving forward. Okay, let's see what he wants to say to you. Hi, Elaine. Yeah, correct. And then like maybe his career isn't going that well right now. That's why he's like hesitant about actually investing in a relationship when he doesn't feel confident. Hi Anjali. Anjali, I'm currently on the donations. The free questions will be after the donations. Okay, so BT on the bottom of the deck you have you inspire me. So yeah, maybe it's like you inspire him to become a better person. He wants to like provide for you. He wants to show that he can be an ideal partner for you. So right now it's like he's really hesitant to actually jump too quickly into things because he feels like he's not able to meet up to your expectations or what he thinks you expect from him. Then you have I'm afraid to trust again. So yeah, he might be a little worried like okay Stardust, thank you. I'll get to your question after the rest. Thank you for your donation. Okay, yeah, so maybe previously like he has went through like some rough patches in his previous relationship that makes him have some trust issues when it comes to love. So I feel like it's not really because of you but because of his own insecurities and his past experiences that is making him like take a step back and not focus on this connection. And then you have I haven't forgotten you. So yeah, even if he hasn't contacted you, both of you haven't like messaged each other, he still thinks about you and he still thinks about the connection. We have so much in common. So yeah, I feel like maybe previously when both of you were in connection or both of you were in contact, it's like you all like the same things or you all like to talk about the same things. There's just a lot of things that actually pull both of you together instead of differences. Then the timing is off, but I want you. So yeah, right now he doesn't feel confident. He doesn't feel like stable enough. So he feels like maybe it's the wrong time. It's like if maybe you like wait a little longer and he feels more confident or his career is more like stable already. he might come forward to show his intentions towards you. Yeah, so like he does have like some like trust issues from his previous relationship that he hasn't really healed from. That's why it's kind of affecting your current connection. Then we have I miss you. So yeah, he really still thinks about you and he misses you and the times both of you spend together. So yeah, I feel like the positive feelings are still there. It's just that he doesn't feel confident and stable enough to come forward yet. Okay, let's see what's your advice. Oh, hi Serena. Okay, thank you. Yeah, just leave your question. I'll take note of it. Thank you for your donation. Okay, so BT on the bottom of the deck, right? You have trust, faith in the power of the universe. So yeah, I feel like this is asking you to like trust your heart, trust what is going on. Like don't doubt. Like whatever is meant to be for you or whoever is meant to actually spend their life with you will actually find their way to you. So don't be afraid about like making the wrong choice. Don't be afraid about like losing the right people because like whoever is meant for you will not what's that phrase? Whoever is meant for you will not leave you. Like even if it's like it's a temporary separation, eventually if both of you are meant to actually spend your life together, both of you will actually find your way towards each other again. So yeah, trust that everything is happening for your highest good. Don't doubt that okay you have made this wrong decision or like you do this and that and you actually like mess things up. And then you also have you are safe, the universe has your back. So yeah, right now maybe there are things you want to do or like things you want to explore, but you might be a little hesitant too. And like maybe with regards to him, you might be scared that okay maybe you ruin things or like you're not sure if it will actually work out with him. But this is asking you to like don't fear because like the universe has your back. So whatever happens, right, you are being divinely protected. You are safe in the universe hands. So whatever you want, right, it's like things are actually unfolding in your favor. It just takes time for you to trust to actually see it happening for you and to actually like trust the process. Okay, so the message here is the universe wants you to know that you are completely safe in its arms. You are protected. Let go of worries and anxiety. Know that you are safe at all times, under the divine protection of the universe. You are safe to act and honestly express what is on your mind. You are safe to experience life at its fullest. You are safe to receive. Relax your barriers and let go of the boundaries you have put up in order to protect yourself. Don't close your heart for the sake of protection. A closed heart is worse than being vulnerable. There is beauty in vulnerability. Allow yourself to feel and relax. You are safe in this universe, and the world isn't as scary as it seems. Yeah, I think like usually I advise people like don't wait around for the other person. Like really focus on your life, move forward, do the things you're supposed to do, and then like trust that things will work out in your favor. So if he's the one you're hoping for, if like it's really meant to work out, it will actually unfold naturally instead of you having to control things or having to make things happen. So yeah, just trust that you are being divinely protected. Everything is unfolding for your highest good, and like focus on yourself right now. So if it's really meant to happen in like at the right time when he's ready, he will really come forward to pursue this, and that will be something both of you want together. KBT. So I hope that helps. So yeah, right now since it's more focused on career, maybe you also have to put your focus onto your career and things that you are doing and do the things that you like to do and don't worry too much about it. If it's meant to work out, it will work out by itself. No problem, BT. Okay, so next up we have um Fatumata. Okay, Serena, got your question. Thank you. Okay, so Fatumata, are you here? Okay, yeah, got you. Oh wow, okay, okay. Oh yeah, and that's what you have been suspecting, right? That she doesn't stay in the same place. That's why you were unable to actually find evidence and stuff like that. But you actually found it. You must be some like high class stalker. Okay. Oh wow, okay, okay. Next time if I want to stop someone, let me hire a friend. She sounds like a detective. He's always trying so hard to get our attention. Yeah, show him that like if he can't be honest and he can't like actually come forward and be honest about his mistakes, then like he doesn't deserve your time. And you know the thing is like even after like you block him or like you tell him that you're no longer interested, he still likes you a lot and it's like I think it's making him want to come forward even more. Okay, yeah, so overall from his messages, right, I feel like he's really still very interested in you. But he's like running away from his feelings, he doesn't want to face it, but he still feels the pull towards you. And he might have some fear of like being intimate or actually like voicing out his true opinions or putting himself in a vulnerable position. That's why he acts the way he acts. Okay, yeah. So on the bottom of the deck, I can't stop thinking about you. So yeah, it's like I feel like the more you push him away, the more you say like, okay, I'm not interested in you. I don't want this anymore. The more he'll be like there's this urge to come forward to like conquer you, to pursue you. So he just keep thinking about like his feelings for you, and he keeps thinking about the connection. Then I think I'm falling in love. So yeah, it's like his loving feelings are still there despite what has been going on, and it feels like it's actually growing. And then I don't know. So yeah, right now he hasn't really made up his mind about the decision that he wants to make or what he really wants to pursue. He's really in this state of like confusion about what he truly wants or what he should actually do in a situation. And I've blocked my feelings. So yeah, it's like he still has romantic feelings for you, he still feels drawn to you and attracted to you, but he's trying to block it off, he's not trying to feel, he's not trying to act upon it. Yeah, he still likes you a lot. Then our souls are connected. So yeah, he feels a pull towards you. I feel like even when both of you don't communicate or both of you don't text or don't see each other, right? He will still feel the pull towards you. He has to think about you a lot and think about the connection. Then I'm too afraid to be honest. So yeah, he doesn't want to be honest about his feelings. He doesn't want to be honest to you about what is actually going on. He's just like running away from it, not trying to feel, not trying to actually put himself in a vulnerable position. So you know how like in a relationship you must always like this like you have to put yourself in this vulnerable position to actually let the other person know that okay, I trust you, I trust the connection. But I think he has some troubles actually doing that. Yeah, and actually one of my cards I have this card about him wanting to test your reaction to see if you still care about him. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, you're very mysterious. Can you see it? Okay. It's been hard to read you, but it's keeping me intrigued. I want to continue to learn more about you. So yeah, I feel like maybe he's very curious, like you're different from the people he used to date. Like the way you're acting, the way you're like doing things and the things that you say. Maybe in the past like the people he dated used to be like very clingy or they know that he's like not good or they know that the things that they know about the things that he's doing, but they're still like okay, like just be by my side, just let's just get together, that kind of thing. But like you're like different, and it just keeps him like he wants to like know more about you and know why you act this way and know like how you're feeling towards him. And I'm going to show you that I'm the one you should be with. So yeah, he still desires to be with you. He still wants to prove to you that there's a chance together and he's actually the one for you. Then blocked by fears, true intimacy is putting me at risk of getting hurt. So yeah, it's like maybe when things get serious, when things get more intimate and both of you have to really like voice out your feelings, he will start getting scared of putting himself in that position. He'll start getting scared about like getting hurt eventually. So I feel like this may be some mechanism that he has in order to protect himself, maybe because of his past relationships and past experiences. Oh, he's really trying to test you. It's going to take me a few months to come back. Keep your options open. I'm still very confused. So yeah, just now you also have the I don't know, right? So it's like there's this desire to be with you, but there's also this confusion about what he truly wants. He hasn't really like made up his mind, but he does feel the attraction for you. Oh wow, yeah, yeah. So that's why it's like you're different, like the way you're acting is different. So I feel like that's it. That is like one of your attractive points to him that really makes him feel like, oh, okay, let's see where things can go, or like, I really want to be with you and I like you. Then what can I say? I'm a player and I want to continue to play the field. So yeah, it's like despite his desires for you, he still want to like really like see keep his options open and try to like he's not really ready to settle down yet. So it's like he's very conflicted right now. He doesn't really know what he wants. And then yeah, I'm going to test you to get a reaction or see if you really care. So yeah, he's really like trying to trigger you to see if like you really meant what you said when you said that like things are over between the two of you and you're no longer interested. Like he's like yeah, he's really testing you. Yeah, but you know the thing is right, I think he's too used to doing it, like to make the person jealous, to test here and there. So right now it's like he doesn't really know how to change his approach when it comes to you. That's why he's really still doing the same thing, but he doesn't really see that it's not really working. Or even if he sees it, he doesn't know how to change it. I love always. Okay, I've got your question. I'll take it down. So yeah, if you won't be here, you can just rewind to your question later. Thank you. Yeah, it's like he can't even be honest about his current situation. So that's just weird. I'm sure you're enjoying it, right? You're just like, oh look at you trying to get my attention, but it's not working. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, you have game over. They fear your wrath. They know you're no longer entertaining their half-hearted efforts. So yeah, it's like he knows that things are like over between the two of you. I feel like he actually knows that okay, you're actually serious when you told him that okay, you're no longer interested. But he's still like holding on to the hope that maybe you will go soft when he comes back around, or maybe you will change your mind. That's why he's trying all sorts of tricks to actually try to find some loophole in what you're saying. And then you have dealt a bad hand. They wish they have met you at a different time because they feel they will never get to see what the connection could have been. So yeah, it's like maybe he's hoping that he met you earlier before he was married, so like things could actually progress between the two of you. And maybe like he's also hoping that you came in at a time when he's like not that affected by love already. Because right now I think like you mentioned his past relationships or it's like things didn't really turn out very well and the people are just clingy and things like that. So maybe he was hoping that okay, maybe you were his first girlfriend, so it could actually work out instead of right now where it's like not here and not there. Okay, and then you have twin flame. So yeah, I don't really believe in twin flames, but I feel like this card is talking about soulmates. So yeah, you don't have to be or do anything for them to love you. Their higher self wants union as much as you do. Since Sina is focusing. Okay, yeah. So it's like he like just now you had a card about your souls being connected, right? So it's like when both of you don't talk, when both of you don't see each other, he still thinks about you a lot. He still feels the pull towards you. He still feels the connection. And then you have awakening. The awakening process has begun. They now hold a new understanding of love and recognize the connection. So he's starting to understand what this connection means to him. He's starting to know what the true meaning behind this connection. So it's like it's not surface level, he's not just playing around. I feel like he's really like what he feels for you is actually different from what he actually felt towards like anyone else that he used to date. And then you have guarded. They are still very guarded and trapped behind their own emotional defenses. Allow them to fall in love instead. So yeah, just now you also have the card about him like fearing intimacy and being scared to get hurt again. So yeah, it's like he really has a guard up. That's why like he does this to protect himself. So maybe he plays around, he flirt with other girls and things like that. So he feels more secure. He doesn't have to like get himself at risk of getting hurt because he's just not serious about them. But I think he caught feelings for you. And then you have discovery. They saw or heard something that turned their sense of reality upside down, left them feeling powerless and trapped. So yeah, I feel like he's starting to like realize that things are not working out. Like whatever tricks and antics that he has up his sleeve, right? It's not really working out. It's not really like getting the attention that he wants from you. And it's like he feels quite like, oh, I don't know what to do now. That's why I'm still doing the same thing again and again. Hi, Jill. Um, okay, lah, I'll fit you in. Yeah, you can donate. You didn't even wait for my answer. Okay, thank you, Jill. Yeah, I think he runs away from like serious communication. Yeah, it's like his approach is still like, okay, this is the first time I'm dating. But yeah, I think because like for all his past relationships, he has been doing the same thing. So he hasn't really learned, he hasn't really like matured. Okay, Fatumata, so I hope that helps. Let me know what's your second question. Okay, so when both of you communicate, how will it go? Okay, let's see. No problem here. Okay, so Fatomata, I feel like right, the next time both of you communicate, actually things doesn't seem like it will go very well. I feel like it will actually still not progress that much from how it is right now because he will still be quite defensive, but it's like you will start to see things more clearly, and I feel like he will stop being in this state of like illusionment. Like he'll stop like thinking that okay, I can do this and I can get this. I feel like he will have some sort of wake up call, but I feel like towards your side there might not be that much changes compared to what's going on right now. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, right, you have the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands talks about carrying a burden and pushing forward. So whatever worries, whatever thoughts there are with regards to the connection, it seems like it will still be existent. He will not really like make the effort to try to clear these worries that he has. He will still carry it along and try to move forward with these thoughts on his head. So yeah, I feel like the next time both of you communicate, he may not be ready to actually talk things out yet and try to reach a middle ground with you. Yeah, and the thing is, after you found out the truth, right? He's still trying to get your attention and trying to like let you let you kind of show some hints that you're still interested in him. Yeah. So yeah, the hangman clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. So the hangman over here talks about things like being at a pause, being stagnant. So that's why it's like compared to what is going on right now, I don't feel that there will be much changes. It seems like things will still be at a pause. There wouldn't be any clear resolution. Because with the Queen of Pentacles over here, it's really talking about taking a step back, contemplating the situation, thinking about what's really going on, but not really making any move yet. And then you have the Seven of Wands clarified by the Four of Swords. So with the Seven of Wands over here, right, I feel like both of you will actually like stand your ground on like what you think is right. So I think on your end you'll be like, okay, because what you did is wrong, so I will not really give in until you show me that you are like sincere in talking things out. But on his end he's like, okay, I don't want to reveal my true emotions. I want to hide it from you. So it seems like there will still be quite a lot of tension because like he doesn't want to put himself in a vulnerable position, but you're waiting for him to actually show you that he's willing to talk things out and be honest about the situation. Because with the Four of Swords over here, I feel like he thinks that that is best for the situation, like to actually like put it to rest, not talk about it, not try to discuss things. He just wants to like put up his defenses in order to not put himself in a vulnerable position. Yeah, it's like you are like moving on and you're like okay, like you're finding like someone better that you actually deserve, but he's like starting to grow more and more attached to you, but he doesn't know what to do about it. And then you have death clarified by the Seven of Cups. So yeah, I feel like the next time both of you meet, right, it will actually result in some transformation in the things in the way he's thinking about things. I feel like he will start thinking about like the choice that he has to make. He'll start looking past the illusions that he has about like how his ways can actually attract you over and how whatever he's doing is right. I feel like yeah, maybe that is actually the first step where things will start to change. But it seems like it will not really happen the next time you all communicate. It's just that he will have some sort of like wake up call that okay, I can't keep doing things this way. I have to really make up my mind about what I want and what decision I have to make. Hey TT, I'm currently on the donations, but I might not have time to get to the free readings afterwards. Like maybe you can come back to check. Okay, let's see what you should know about um the conversation both of you will have. Okay, yeah, so on the bottom of the deck, right, you have spy. So yeah, I'm seeing this as like him like trying to get more information out of you, trying to understand like how whether you still feel the same way towards him or whether you are dating other people. So it's like through the conversation he will like try to like get more information out of you, and yeah, whatever he's doing and however he's acting is really just trying to see where you're at right now and see if you're still waiting on him and whether your words actually match up to what you're actually doing. And then you have passion reverse and guarded. So yeah, passion reverse over here shows that like after you have the conversation, right, I feel like you'll be like, okay, actually, like I'm not really that interested anymore. Like it's really totally over. Like you don't really feel that spark anymore, and you don't feel any sort of like attraction towards him. Yeah, so I feel like the next time you all communicate, it will really be very obvious to you that this is not the person that you're actually interested in. But with guarded over here, right? Yeah, you keep getting. I think just now in his messages, you also have guarded. So yeah, the reason why he's being defensive is because he's afraid of like being vulnerable. He's afraid of like intimacy. He has a lot of fears. So that's why he's choosing to like keep quiet or like not talk about things if both of you ever communicate about it because he's afraid. And it might be like maybe when he sees you, then he'll realize that you actually mean what you say. Because right now he's still trying hard, but I feel like when both of you really communicate, he'll be able to tell. Okay, Fatimata, so I hope that helps. Let me know what's your third question. No problem. Oh yeah, Fatimata, what happened to the Hussein guy? Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, it's like I remember he was quite slow, or he's like he doesn't want to open up or something like that. Future outlook. Okay. Okay, yeah. So, Fatumata, I feel like the future outlook between the two of you, right? His energy is coming on very strong. It seems like he'll be in his head, he'll be thinking about it. So, yeah, I feel like maybe moving forward, there wouldn't be much changes in the connection between the two of you, but he'll just be thinking about it. He'll be thinking about what he wants to do. He'll be thinking about the decision he has to make. That's why his energy is coming on like very strongly. Okay, yeah. So on the bottom of the deck, right, you have the devil. So the devil is talking about like toxic behaviors, talking about like temptations, talking about him feeling drawn to you again and again, but he doesn't know what to do about it. He doesn't know like how to come forward in the right way. So yeah, he's really very attracted to you and he really thinks about you a lot. But it's some sort of like addiction that he has. So it's like he thinks about you, but he's not doing anything about it. He's not really like being honest with his feelings, being honest about his situation. Yeah, it's really like I feel like when I asked about the future outlook, it just went right into his head. Yeah, and then you have the moon clarified by the Eight of Swords. So with the moon over here, right, it's talking about illusions, it's talking about confusion, and him having a lot of overwhelming emotions with regards to the connection. So it's like he'll still be very confused about what he really wants with you and why he still feels so drawn to you despite like everything that has been going on and despite his existing commitment. So with the Eight of Swords over here, right, he'll feel very stuck in his own mental prison. He feels like there are things he wants to say, things he wants to communicate, but he doesn't have the power to do so. He feels like everything is like not in his hands. Whatever he wants to do, right, will not turn out in the right way. And then you have the Five of Wands clarified by the Hierophant. So with the Five of Wands over here, right, he'll have a lot of like conflicted thoughts about like what he wants. He'll like think about coming forward, but like the inner devil in him will be like, okay, no, you shouldn't. So there'll be a lot of inner conflict, and he may be afraid of actually having conflict with you also. So he's afraid of like actually telling you the truth, and you might like confront him about it, or you might like really like lay out the facts towards him and then like he have to like face reality, that kind of thing. So yeah, with Hierophant over here, right, like when it comes to like committing, when it comes to like taking things to a more stable level or to actually like talk things out properly, he'll really feel very conflicted about coming forward. And like I feel like he actually desires to have this end goal with you, but he doesn't know how to approach the situation in the right way that doesn't have any conflict. Then you have the Seven of Cups clarified by the Five of Swords. So with the Seven of Cups over here, right, it seems like right now where the connection is heading is not that clear yet because there is still a decision that he has to make, and maybe like on your end you also have to make a decision about whether you really want to like completely cut him off and like whether you still want to give him a chance when he chooses to come back around or when he's ready to actually talk things out. Because with the Five of Swords over here, it's showing like there's this tendency of like maybe treating things as like a battle. So it's like maybe he thinks that okay, like have to act this certain way because I have to win, or like his ego is really getting to him. So yeah, it's like right now wherever the connection is heading, it seems like it's not that set yet because there are still decisions that has to be made. But his mindset towards the connection is quite negative. Like it feels like he's preparing for the worst before it happens. That's why he's afraid to actually voice things out and actually set his hopes up. Because like, if he actually talks about things, if he actually tells you like what is actually going on, he might have some like hopes that okay, maybe things can work out this time. Yeah, correct. He's scared of it. Yeah, so like moving forward, like like just now you asked about the communication between the two of you, right? I feel like it will not happen that soon because like it seems like moving forward is more of like him being in his head thinking about it, but you're just like, okay, I left it as it is. If you want to talk to me, then okay. If you don't want, then whatever. Okay, let's see what will be his future energy towards you. Okay, yeah. So on the bottom of the deck, you have foolish. They feel like a fool for crossing the line and messing up the connection, but too embarrassed to come forward. So yeah, I feel like he will realize his mistake. He will realize like what he has done wrong, and he'll like think about like he realize that actually it's his fault. Like now all the time it's like he doesn't realize that okay it's his fault or he has done something wrong. But it's like I feel like moving forward he'll realize it, but he doesn't want to admit it because of his ego, because of his pride. Yeah, exactly. Like if he just be honest and talk things out with you, it could have worked out. But he just want to keep lying and he just want to keep hiding the truth. Like you will never find out. And then you have unsighted. They are unable to see the complete extent of the toxicity they brought into the connection because that's all they know. So yeah, he doesn't really see his behaviors as like very negative or things like that. Like he keep doing the same thing like to any other people he dates because he doesn't realize his toxic behaviors. I know some people they don't really have that much self awareness. So they might do things a certain way or they keep doing the same thing again and again, but they don't realize like it's actually affecting the connection and it's actually because they are not they are not changing their behavior. And then you have Battle of the Wits. Until both of you learn to let your guards down and be vulnerable, this love will continue to be a battle. So yeah, I feel like this is more of like his end. Like he doesn't want to let his guard down. He doesn't want to put himself in a vulnerable position. So whichever connection he actually chooses to invest in, right? He keeps facing the same problem, but he can't really identify that this is actually a problem that he has to change or he has to do something about it. And then you have permanent mark. You left a permanent mark on their heart that can't be erased, even if they tried. You will always be remembered. So yeah, it's like you really left a very strong impact on him. He thinks about you a lot. He thinks about the connection a lot. Even if in future both of you don't end up together, or even when the conversation does not happen, right? He will still think about you. He'll still think about what could have been between the two of you. Okay, Fatimata, hope that helps. Let me know what's your fourth question. No problem. Mamzo. Is this a new guy? Okay, let's see. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Fatimata, I feel like the connection will be quite smooth sailing. It's just that maybe in between, like, maybe because you don't show that much interest, or like he's just the one who's telling you that he likes you, but you don't really show that you're interested or anything like that. He might kind of be a little defensive, but afterwards it seems like things will be okay again. Okay, yeah. So on the bottom of the deck, right, we have the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles over here shows him like holding back, not trying to like rush too quickly into like things impulsively, because he wants to make sure that he's doing the right thing. He wants to make sure that he's really taking the right steps towards you. So yeah, even though he's telling you that okay, he likes you, he's attracted to you, but he's not like, I feel like he will not really like force you into a relationship or force you to actually commit to him or anything like that. He wants to make sure that he's coming across correct. He wants to make sure that like he understands you well enough to actually come forward in the way you desire. And then you have the Nine of Cups clarified by Justice. So with the Nine of Cups over here, it's talking about wish fulfillment. It seems like around him, because maybe because of the way he's treating you or the way he's like um being nice to you, it feels like you have nothing much to worry about. It's like you're very carefree, or just getting what you want, you're feeling very happy and joyous. Because with Justice over here, things will be very fair and balanced between the two of you. I feel like he will make sure that he's not treating you unfairly. He's treating you the way you deserve, and he's really like giving into the connection, like doing his part to ensure that this connection will work out. Yeah, correct. Like he's very attracted to you. He likes you a lot, but it's like he's really holding back to make sure that he studies, like so-called studies, the right steps forward towards you. Yeah, and then you have the Five of Swords clarified by the Nine of Swords. So yeah, maybe like moving forward, like initially things will be very fair, everything will be okay, but it's like maybe you don't show that much interest, or like you haven't really built that much like attraction towards him, so you may not really like show him that you like him or anything like that. So with the Five of Swords over here, right, it's talking about him like really preparing for the worst before it happens. He may feel like okay, he's going to like lose this battle. He feels like he's not going to like win your heart. So with the Nine of Swords over here, he will like sink into this period of anxiety where he's worried about like whether he can actually like pursue you, whether both of you will actually be together. So yeah, I feel like this is the part where it will be kind of like a stepping stone. Yeah, like he will start being very stuck in his thoughts. Maybe he wouldn't express it that much. Or this could also be like on your end where you maybe like with your other connections something happened, that's why it's affecting how you're dealing with it. But yeah, there will be this period where like either you or him will be very stuck in your own thoughts and very worried about like just love in general and where the connection is heading towards. Yeah, but I don't think it will be a very big issue. Like maybe it's just a period like where both of you don't really voice it out, but it's like in your head. Because afterwards, you have the Six of Cups clarified by the Chariot. So the Six of Cups over here, right, is talking about the feeling of like home, familiarity, feeling like you can trust the other person and you feel safe and secure around the other person. So with the Chariot over here, right, it seems like the goal in this connection will be very clear. Both of you know what you all want out of the connection, and both of you will be working towards the common direction. Yeah, so with him actually it seems quite good with the Nine of Cups and the Six of Cups. He's talking about wish fulfillment and talking about the feelings of like family, the feelings of home and security. Yeah, but maybe just take note that there might be a period where either you or him will be quite defensive and quite anxious with regards to where the connection is heading or how the other person is acting. Oh, okay, okay, yeah. So maybe that's why like he'll treat you very fairly. He'll really like show you he's interested and things like that. But after a while, he'll be like, is it even going anywhere? So he'll be a little defensive. But afterwards, like I feel like even if both of you don't have a romantic relationship together, it will be one that is very comforting. He'll be a good friend. It seems like he's like you know a family kind of friend. Yeah, that's why. So like you're not really interested, so you won't really show signs that you are interested, and maybe that is what will make him like be worried about where things are headed towards. Yeah, but afterwards it seems like he will overcome it. Maybe he realizes that okay, maybe keeping you as a friend is also okay because he treasures the connection. Let's see what you should know about the connection. Hi David. David, currently all the lists are closed. If you want a free reading, you can catch me on my next live. I'll be on the next weekend. Silent, maybe you can come back after close donation. I'll answer yours because you were here at the start. But it might be um an hour to 2 hours later. Okay, so Fatomata, what you should know, right? It's very direct with regards to Mamzo. Okay, yeah, so on the bottom of the deck, right, you have communication. So yeah, it seems like he will like try to like talk to you more, or he'll try to like express his feelings more. He's not the kind who will really like hide his feelings or like put up a guard. He seems quite open to actually talk about it, to express how he feels and what he wants with you. And then you have commitment and patience. So yeah, it seems like he desires commitment with you. So he'll be very patient, waiting for you, like seeing how you feel towards him, not wanting to pressurize you, not wanting to rush you into a commitment. But that is actually what he desires with you. That's why he'll be waiting around for quite some time to actually see if there will be changes. Yeah, so it's like he'll really express his feelings and stuff. But then like Hmm. He desires commitment with you, but he'll be like, okay, let's be patient, let's see where things go. He doesn't want to come across in the wrong way, even though he'll try to show signs that he wants it with you. Hi Claire, no, I'm not, but then I have to go home because I'm not at home. Okay, Fatimata, I hope that helps. Let me know what's your last question. Yeah, I'm not. That's why there's a cut off. Okay, Clue, actually, right, if you after this stream, okay, if you don't mind, right, maybe like afterwards I can go home first, then I will come live again to answer your question. You should be awake, right? Usually you're awake, unless you're sleeping. Yeah, okay. So like before I come on, maybe I can drop you an email, like maybe 15 minutes before or something like that. Yeah, so I'll answer you. I'll come live like later on, like when I'm home. Ah, yeah, correct. Like once I'm home. Will you be awake? If not, I can do it tomorrow night. Like it'll be only to answer your question probably. Then I'll head off. Yeah, no problem. Okay, got it. No problem, Fatomata. Let me know what's your last question. Oh, okay, let's see. Okay, so Fatimata, on the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands shows him like persevering on, really trying to push forward, despite like still feeling drawn towards you, despite still having feelings for the connection. So yeah, you can see in this image, right? It's like the guy is like he's just like really struggling to like move forward, really like all the steps are very painful for him, but he's like, okay, let's just move forward. But there's still desire for you. There's still desire for the connection. So yeah, it's like I feel like after seeing you, he's like, okay, um, he started to like you more, right? Like he started to feel these like stronger romantic feelings for you. But he's like, okay, let's just move forward. Let's not look back. Let's ensure that everything is okay. Yeah, I think because you didn't really show hints that like you are still interested. So he's like, okay, I need to act that I'm not that interested also. And then you have the lovers clarified by the Ten of Swords. So yeah, I feel like just now in the messages you have the I think I'm falling in love, which shows that his romantic feelings for you are growing stronger, right? With the lovers over here, he's starting to feel the connection stronger for you. So clarifying it is the Ten of Swords. So he's afraid of things actually ending. He's afraid of like actually facing whatever he actually deserves. So he knows that okay, things will end between the two of you. It might not be that like it might not be as like it may not be a peaceful ending, like it'll be very painful, there'll be a lot of things that he's afraid of. So right now it's like he has a lot of fears of things actually ending, and he's trying to like run away from these emotions because he doesn't want to get too invested. Oh yeah, maybe that's why he's like, okay, I really like you. Yeah, but I feel like this loving feelings he have towards you is actually making him start to fear more, start to be scared of things ending, be scared of like actually losing this connection where he actually started to grow so much feelings towards you. And then you have the Ace of Swords clarified by the Page of Swords. So Ace of Swords always talks about like some sort of clarity and truth. So with the Page of Swords over here, right? I feel like after he saw you at the party, he started to wonder like what's going on in your life. He started to like have this desire to like spy on you, see like what you're doing, see if you're dating other people, in order to understand like whether you still have emotions for him and like where this connection could potentially head towards. So yeah, but with the page of swords over here, he's not really 100% invested. He still has a lot of fears. So even when he's taking steps towards you, even though he's trying to find out like how you're doing, he's still taking a few steps backwards because he's afraid of like being vulnerable. He's afraid of getting hurt. And then you have the Seven of Cups clarified by the Eight of Swords. So with the Seven of Cups over here, right, he knows that he has to make a decision, but right now he's still very indecisive about like what he wants, what he should do, and like whether he really wants to pursue this connection. So all these like choices, all this confusion is actually leaving him stuck in his own mental prison. He feels like he's unable to find the way out. He feels like he's unable to achieve what he wants and unable to communicate like things that he desires to you. Oh right, yeah, he's blocked everywhere. So yeah, it's like he wants to like spy on you. He wants to see how you're doing, but it's like yeah, just now you had the cut about you being very mysterious, right? So it's like everything's very hidden to him. He has to like resort to like extreme means in order to find out like what's going on with you. Okay, let's see what he wants to say about his feelings. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, you have attracted. Beauty is just a bonus. Your personality draws me in. So yeah, we established that like he's really still very attracted to you. I feel like not only your personality, but also like your looks. And yeah, like you said, like you look very good during the party. So yeah, it reminded him that he's very attracted to you. He likes you a lot. And then you have romantic, making plans for date night with you. So yeah, he's thinking about like going out with you. He's thinking about like what could happen between the two of you. he's kind of like daydreaming about like the potential both of you have together in the connection. And then you have passionate, naughty thoughts, and strong desire to for you. So yeah, there's like passion, there's attraction, there's romantic feelings. Then you have nervous. I want you to have a good impression of me. So yeah, he's very worried about like I feel like he knows that okay, you don't really have a good impression of him anymore, but he's nervous about like how to change things. He's nervous about the next time he meets you, if you really confronts him about it. If you really confront him about it. And then you have ignored. Have you forgotten about me? So yeah, it's like because you were ignoring him, right? You weren't really like showing him attention and things like that. So yeah, he's afraid that you really gave up on the connection. You don't care about him anymore. And then you have nostalgic. I miss the times we spent together. So yeah, he misses like maybe when both of you were like on good terms. He misses like how things were before that. I feel like there are regrets about like not treasuring the times he actually spent with you previously. Okay, can no problem, Cleo. I'll let you know if I'm coming on live. If not, like probably tomorrow night. Like just to answer yours. Yeah, if I can, then I will let you know. I will let you know before I come on. Hi S, all the lists are closed already. You can catch me on my next live. I'll be on again next weekend. Okay, Fatimata, so I hope that helps. It's quite funny reading on him because he's really putting up a show, but I feel like even without the readings, you kind of can understand that he's still attracted to you and he's trying hard to actually win you back. Yeah, I know, right? No problem, Fatimata. Thank you for your donations. Okay, so next up we have Siba. Yeah, it's like you know, and then you're getting confirmation, and then the cards just like emphasizes on his like attraction, his anxiety, and his acting. Thank you, Fatimata. You too. Okay, so next up we have Siba. I didn't reach out. Okay, let's see. It's okay. Like, I think it takes a lot of courage to actually still keep reaching out to someone even after the person has been like ignoring you or hasn't been treating you right. So yeah, it's like don't blame yourself about it. Hi Linda, yeah, all these are closed already, but I'll be on again next weekend. Okay, so Siba, I'm not saying like things really being completely over or like both of you really not coming together again. But right now, I'm not seeing reconnection either. It seems like both of you will really be healing, really focusing on yourself. There wouldn't be much like interaction or much reconnection. But it's also not saying that things are over. So I feel like maybe in the near future there'll be a chance to reconnect again. But right now it's not really the right time because he's not ready. And like I feel like because he's not ready, he's also making you he may be making you feel bad about yourself or feel bad about your advances. That's why it's hard to actually come together at this time. Yeah, so on the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords talks about a period of healing, a period of rest. So I feel like this applies to the both of you. Like really take this time to heal from whatever wounds he has left you with. And I think on his end, he's also trying to heal, trying to like rest his negative thoughts, and trying to like really put things to rest for now, and only come back to it when like the time is right or when he feels ready for it. Yeah, correct. But it's like because he still has feelings for you, right? I'm not saying that things are actually over. Like he won't just because like you didn't wish him, then he's like, oh okay, like I don't care about you anymore. I don't want this anymore. It's like the feelings will still be there, and like he will still like think about the connection. So yeah, it's like it's not over, but it's not the right time right now. So don't think that you have ruined things or don't think that you have made the wrong decision because like everyone have their own reasons for doing stuff. So yeah. And then you have power clarified by desire. So this is the emperor clarified by the chariot. So yeah, you can see like in this power card, right? You can see like how the female is like kind of like glancing at the male, like not obviously, but she's like using her side eyes, and the emperor is just like, okay, I'm just doing what I need to do. I'm just like looking in front. I don't really care about you know that kind of thing. So yeah, I feel like he'll continue putting up this guard, showing like he's in control of his life, showing that he's in control of the situation. But deep inside, there's actually this desire for you. There's still this hope that there's a chance to reconnect. There's this hope for like things to start up between the two of you again. Yeah, correct. And there's no reason for you to actually feel bad about yourself when it's just his own insecurities, when it's just him unable to trust the connection. And then you're the King of Wands clarified by the Four of Cups. So with the King of Wands over here, right? Usually King of Wands talks about like really taking action to pursue something, to like have the confidence to make things happen. But from this card, I'm not really getting that. It seems more like him really being on his own journey, really pursuing things that he's passionate about. It might be his career, it might be things that he's more focused on instead of this relationship. So with the Four of Cups over here, right? It's like this part of you will kind of still be waiting for him, feeling very like discontented and dissatisfied with what's going on right now. And like whatever offers that comes your way or whatever is going on for you right now, you think like okay, because it's not him, because he's not here, you're just not very happy about it. But yeah, it seems like the two of you will actually go on your individual journey to actually find out like what you actually want and what you desire to achieve. Yeah, and initially because like you felt that it was like because of what you have done or things like that. But it's like I'm not saying that he bear a grudge towards you or he's unable to forgive you. It's just him like not feeling confident that he can trust love. And then you have the Hermit clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. So with the Hermit, which is contemplation over here, right? He will really still think about you. He still thinks about like his desires for you, but it's like he will not really take action at this moment because with the Nine of Pentacles over here, he feels like confident and stable, like being single. He's like independent. He's focusing on his finances. He's focusing on like really his material gains instead of a love relationship. Yeah, so I don't think it's the end between the two of you. It just seems like both of you are focusing on your own journey. He'll be focusing on his finances and you'll be focusing on like things you are doing right now, maybe your finances and your career also. And there'll be times when you think about him and he does think about you also with the contemplation here. But I'm not really seeing reconnection yet. It's just that the desire will be there and eventually when both of you feel ready then there'll be a chance to reconnect. Yeah, so it's like I'm not getting like there for things that shows that it's an end, like ten of swords, that kind of stuff. So I feel like there will be a chance to reconnect. It's just that maybe right now it's not the right time. Okay, let's see what he wants to say to you. Yeah, and then you mentioned that he has his own business or something like that, right? So right now maybe because the economy isn't that good and he isn't really earning that much, he doesn't feel stable enough to like show you that okay you can rely on him, that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's why yeah, Four of Swords usually talks about like a pause. Both of you are healing, both of you are resting. It's not like both of you gave up on the connection entirely. It's just that it's really a period of rest. Okay, so his last message is like very random. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck you have we have come so far together. So he acknowledges like both of you went through a lot. He's not really planning to give up on the connection like so quickly or like just forget about it. Like because of whatever you all have went through together, whatever you all have experienced together, he's like, okay, maybe there's a chance to work things out, but right now it's like he doesn't want to invest into it. Hi guys, all the readings are closed already. If you want, you all can catch me next weekend. I'll be on again. And look, Tessa, I don't do pregnancy questions. Okay, yeah. And then you have I don't know how to feel. So yeah, it's like he's still feeling very drawn towards you. He still has feelings for you, but it's like he's afraid, and he's afraid to trust that things will work out this time because of his own insecurities and because he's lacking the confidence. So right now he doesn't know how to feel about the situation. He doesn't know like what to do about it. And then you have no not right now. So yeah, like we were saying right now it's like it's not the right time because there are things he wants to focus on. And it's like both of you are really going through a period of like a pause instead of like things really ending. And when he feels ready he will come forward. and maybe at that time you will also feel more confident in yourself already. And then we have I'm afraid. So yeah, he's really letting his fears like get to him about like relationships, about like um being vulnerable. That is what is holding him back. And then you have I can't get the words out right. So he doesn't know how to express his feelings for you. He doesn't know how to let you know how he feels about the situation and what he really wants with you. That is what is maybe holding him back because if he comes forward, right, he's not able to express like what he really feels and what he really wants. Yeah, and then you have I'm so attracted to you. So yeah, it's like the attraction is still there. He still feels something for you. Even though you didn't wish him, you didn't like text him or anything like that, he still feels the attraction for you. Yeah, he still has feelings for you. Like I don't think it really affected him or he's like, okay, you didn't wish me so like things are over. It's just that maybe he knows that you like the way he's acting or whatever he has done really make you hold back instead of coming forward to wish him. Because he didn't wish you either, right? Yeah, so he probably knows that because he didn't wish you, that's why you didn't wish him. I mean like if he wish you and you didn't wish him that okay maybe he'll feel a little more like there's a there's a blow to his ego. But right now it's like it makes sense that you decided not to wish him because he didn't show that he cared about you either. Okay, let's see what's your advice. Hi P. Currently all the lists are closed. If you want you can catch me next weekend, I'll be on again. Okay, so Siba, on the bottom of the deck you have flow. See where it takes you. So right now, right, I feel like the advice for you is to just go with the flow. Don't try to control what happens between the two of you. Don't try to like have too much expectations about like him coming forward or him trying to like reach out or things like that. Just let go of expectations of the outcome. Just like live your life normally. Don't worry too much about it and don't set too much expectations on what will happen between the two of you because like we said just now it's like a period of rest, a period of a pause, right? So it's like at this period it's like but really take the time to like heal and not worry too much about things and yeah go with the flow. And then you also have listen, silence your mind and pay attention. So yeah, this card is asking you to like listen to your intuition, listen to how you are truly feeling instead of like what you think you're supposed to do or how you think the situation is supposed to be like. So maybe right now you're not really listening to your intuition, you don't really know like why you feel this way and you're really kind of neglecting like your true feelings. So yeah, this is asking you to really silence your thoughts, like the Four of Swords, really put those thoughts to rest and then you'll really hear like what your intuition is trying to tell you and what your inner voice is like wanting to tell you. Yeah, so sometimes the little voice in your head is so loud, it drowns out your intuition. Our thoughts are constantly occupied with what to do next, what to say next, what to cook for dinner, how to reply to a text, past memories, and future plans. We are thinking too much and not listening enough. Because of that, we might miss whispers of our intuition. Connect with your intuition. Become an observer of your thoughts. Close your eyes and retreat to the back of your mind. Become silent and still. And when you reach that state, gently ask the universe if there is something it wants you to know. Hmm. So yeah, try to listen to what your guides are trying to tell you and try to listen to your intuition. Don't don't be clouded by like your emotions at the moment or like don't make decisions based on how you are feeling at the moment. No problem, Siva. Thank you for your donation. Okay, so next up we have Love Always. Yeah, so really take the time to heal. Don't worry too much about the Leo. Yeah, I think like slowly you're getting there already. Like compared to how it was initially, like you're starting to accept that okay things are as it is. You're not really like getting too affected by how he's acting. So I think that's a good progress. Okay, so love always questions are question is what are JD's next actions towards you? Okay. No problem, Siva. Hi Joyty, hi S. Currently all the readings are closed already. I'm just finishing up the donations. If you want a free reading, you can catch me next weekend. Okay, so love always. I feel like his next actions towards you, right? He already come forward to show you that he's interested in you, even if he doesn't like voice it out like really say it like he likes you or things like that. You will be able to tell from his actions. Like he's starting to get more open, he's starting to um really show you that he's interested and he wants something more with you. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, right, you have the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is talking about him wanting to come forward with like big romantic gestures to show you that he cares about you, he's interested in you, and he has romantic feelings for you. So yeah, this is his overall energy towards you. I think he likes you a lot. That's why he will start to overcome his fears and try to take the step forward. And then you have the Fool clarified by the moon. So with the Fool over here, right, is talking about him like really starting to trust that things will turn out well, not letting his fears get to him. Because with the moon over here, is talking about fear, is talking about confusion, illusions, and overwhelming emotions. So it seems like there was a period where he wasn't clear about how he felt towards you. He was very confused about whether he wants to pursue this and how things will actually turn out with you. But right now he decided to take a more carefree approach, to really take the leap of faith to see what could happen between the two of you and not let these like negative emotions get to him. And then you have the Page of Cups clarified by the Four of Wands. So with the Page of Cups over here, right, he'll start like imagining about what could happen between the two of you. He'll start like hoping and wishing and like wanting to come forward and like offer his love, but not really taking the impulsive actions yet because he's still like thinking about how to go about it. But with the Four of Wands over here, right, there's the intention to continue building with you on a stable foundation, to actually be there for you through like different milestones in your life and like really work on this connection together. So yeah, it doesn't feel like he'll really come forward and say like, okay, I'm interested in you. I really like you a lot, that kind of thing. But it's like he will show hints that he's interested and he desires for more with you, even though he won't really come forward entirely. And then you have the Ace of Swords clarified by the Judgment. So with the Ace of Swords over here, right, he's trying to get into a clearer state of mind to understand about what he wants to achieve in this connection, how he wants to go about it, and how he truly feels towards you. Because with the Judgment here, right, it's talking about like opening a new cycle and feeling emotionally ready to actually start this cycle with you. So in the past, there may be times where he went through like rough relationships where he's still healing from, and right now he's trying to see if like he's really ready. He's not just using you to cover up the void. He's not using you as like some sort of rebound. So he's trying to understand his emotions. He's trying to understand like what's the best actions to take before he comes forward. Yeah, so moving forward, right, his actions, I feel like you will be able to tell that he's interested in you, and there will be more changes. Like he won't be that guarded anymore. He'll really like be more open to like the possibilities and what could happen between the two of you. But he will not really like come forward to pursue you like straight on yet, because he's still trying to figure out his emotions, figure out like what he wants and things like that. Okay, let's see what he wants to say about his intentions. Okay, yeah, so love always on the bottom of the deck. I've been keeping a secret from you and are now ready to reveal it to you. So yeah, it's like he'll slowly start to show hints that he's interested in you and he desires for more with you. It's just that he's waiting for the right time to actually reveal it. And then we have not in the right state of mind, but I might just make an impulsive move. So yeah, it's like there's this urge to come forward and pursue something more with you, but it's like I feel like he's holding back, despite his desire to come forward impulsively. And I want to come in and support you in all of your endeavors. So yeah, just like you have the Four of Wands, right, where he wants to be there for you through like important milestones and different periods of your life. And I'm going to be that total package for you. You will have it all with me. So yeah, it's like he wants to show that like he can be an ideal partner for you and you won't regret choosing him. And I'm ready to build on a more solid foundation. So yeah, maybe previously he wasn't ready, but right now he feels more emotionally ready. It's just that he's trying to figure out whether it's really real that he's ready before he actually comes forward. And then finally, the perfect time to come together, our love will prove to be worth the wait. So yeah, even though it has been like quite some time, he may not have shown that much forward action yet, but eventually it's like he sees the end goal with you, and he wants to show you that you weren't waiting for nothing. Okay, let's see what's your advice with regards to the connection. Okay, so love always on the bottom of the deck you have changed, a new season of life. So things are actually changing for you. Like everything is going through a period of transformation. So it's like how like changes are usually quite like uncomfortable. You may not be used to it. It may be out of your comfort zone. But just know that things are changing for you, and like you really have to experience this kind of like uncomfortable feelings before you actually get what you desire out of the connection or out of the situation. And then you have lesson, wisdom through mistakes. So right now, with regards to the connection, right, you may be hesitant to like take the step forward because you're afraid of like messing things up, or you're afraid of making the wrong move. But I feel like this card is telling you that like don't be afraid of making a mistake. That's why you're hesitant to make a choice. So like if you want to if you want to go for wait, if you want to move towards him and you want to like text him or anything like that, don't be scared of like messing things up. Just like try it out and see how things will go. Because only through these experiences then you will learn about like what to do in future, and like how you truly feel with regards to the situation. So yeah, be open with regards to like taking action with regards to like stepping out of your comfort zone, and don't be afraid of like making mistakes. Okay, love always. So I hope that helps. Thank you for your donation. Okay, so Stardust, Serena, and Cleo, I'll be I have to head home, so give me about 2 hours, then I'll be back on to answer three of your questions. I'll write it in the comments also in case both of the three of you miss it out. Yep, so around 2 hours, 1.5 or 2 hours from now. So yeah, I'll answer six, as in three of your questions. Ah yeah, Stardust, cause I have to head home now. Will you be on later? Like around 2 hours later. I'll come live again to answer your question. 2 hours later. Cause if right now I think I only have time to answer one. Okay, so sorry. Yeah, if you watch it already and you have clarifying questions, you can just email me. My email is in the description. Or you can just comment, then I'll help you pull more cards if you need to clarify. I'm so sorry. Yeah, but I will come live again, then I'll answer yours first. Yeah, so any clarifying questions or anything that is unclear, you can just email me or you can just comment. Thank you so much. Yeah, can. Or maybe I'll try to answer Serena's and Cleo's first, then I'll see if you can come on. If you haven't come on, then I'll just do yours. Then you can just rewatch your reading. Okay, so guys, I'm going to head off now. So Stardust, Serena, and Cleo, I'll answer your questions when I come on again 2 hours later. Thank you, guys. So for the free readings, y'all can catch me next weekend. I won't be doing it later. Okay, thank you. Thank you for joining me today. Bye, guys.